I'm acting surprised, but I know I'm not over. You keep missing our fights, even though they're so overdue. We had a fire, now we're watching it burn low. Isn't it time we go our separate ways? Not enough time, not enough time. I'm falling behind.
Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm hoping that you all are having a lovely day today. So today we are finally back with another video, and yes, we are still building in Moonwood Mill. So is it Moonwood Mill? I think it is. Yeah, Moonwood Mill. Anyways, we are creating a library for this world. I do know that there was already a library here on this lot. A library that was created by the very talented James Turner. And it was a gorgeous library, I do have to say that. But for my world that I'm building up, it didn't make sense to have another abandoned factory, because he did an abandoned factory on this lot, but it didn't make sense because I already created an abandoned factory on the other 30 by 40, which I will link the video here up in the screen if you haven't seen that build. Really recommend. I love the interior and the exterior of that build. It was so good. And yeah, I didn't need another abandoned factory, but I had so much fun creating that factory that I wanted to do something similar but still different for this lot over here. And what I did for that build is I created a little train station in front of the building, and that train station was for like shipments and such, and I really liked the look of the train station that I decided to do a full-on train station here in the central lot of Moonwood Mill. And it actually worked out really great. It fitted in with the story that I was telling. And the story is the people that are living in or working in Moonwood Mill back in the day when the industrial park that we are here right now, this industrial city, was very active, and all the factories were running and such. They of course needed employees, and of course there were a lot of locals working in the factory, but not all the factory workers were locals, and they needed to arrive to the town by train to work in the factories surrounding the train station. So that's why we have a train station over here. This is for the factory workers that needed to work here in Moonwood Mill. And of course, this is now an abandoned factory because Moonwood Mill is a very rundown neighborhood, if I say that correctly. So, you know, there were a lot of people working here and living here, but then the werewolf population kept growing. People got scared and they moved out of Moonwood Mill, and they stopped working here. They found other jobs in other cities, and this train station just gotten neglected, to be honest. So that's why we have a abandoned train station here in the middle of the city. But the people that were still living in Moonwood Mill, the werewolves, they did want to do something with this building. They didn't want it to go to waste, and they decided to convert the interior of this train station into a library so that it was still a functional area that all of the people, all the citizens of Moonwood Mill could use. So that is the story behind this lot, and it fitted in perfectly with my gameplay. So I was really happy about that. So this definitely added in a little bit lore that I created, so I love that. And yeah, that's why I did this. I really do love how this lot is turning out. I love the shape of the lot. The clock tower in the front was really nice, and I definitely tried to make this train station look very industrial, and it needed to vibe with all the buildings surrounding this lot, and also the industrial or the abandoned factory that I created on the other 30 by 40. It definitely needed to slot in together with that one, because in my imagination, in my story building, I thought that the person that created all the factories also built the train station, because he owned all the factories, and at one point he thought, well, we need employees, why not build a train station for them? So he did it in the same style as the factories surrounding this world. And I really like it. I think it fits in perfectly. I went with a double lane train station over here, and in my mind, when this train station was still functional, there was another building on the right side next to the green train where your Sims could step on and off of the train. But over time, that building got really worn down. It wasn't safe anymore, and they decided to demolish that and only keep this building. So yeah, that's why there's a double train station. There was a building there on the other side, but it's not there anymore. Even the train tracks are gone. We only have this little section here, and there's like debris and plants growing in the tracks, which you will see later on. Now it's very clean looking, but I do make it look very grungy and overgrown, and it definitely feels like this train station was abandoned, and people just let Mother Nature reclaim it, and I love it. I love the vibe. I also went with this mossy, how do you call it again? Rooftop over here. So you can see they didn't clean it anymore. Also the lower roof bits have like holes in them and such. So I thought it was a really nice little touch. I'm also gonna do lots of plants and flowers overgrowing the sides of the building, like I did with the factory build, just so that it feels like it's very overgrown and not kept after. So yeah, that is what I'm gonna do. So here adding in some more windows. These large windows, I didn't really know where to place them, and I'm gonna place them on the back of the building because we definitely needed more light flowing into the main hall, and it made sense to do it on the back of the building. And if you go inside of the building, it looks really nice with the large windows. I also really try to maintain the two-story kind of feel. I opened up the second floor a little bit so that there was more natural light flowing through downstairs, which you will see later. But yeah, I really am happy with the floor plan. So here I am doing a little bit more detailing of my clock tower. It didn't look industrial enough, so I'm adding some fences, I'm adding trims. I'm also gonna add some like clutter or like decorational clutter items at in the front as well. Here I had some trouble with placing a fence. It wouldn't work. So I'm placing the fence here on the side, and then I'm dragging it and placing it on the spot that it needs to be. Here I'm placing these things. I think those are like roof pieces that you could place on the eave of your roof, like the very tippy top. But I decided to place them here, and I think it looks really nice. It definitely gives this more like a gothic kind of vibe, which is also really nice. Maybe not industrial. I don't know. It's like metal, so maybe it's giving industrial vibes as well. But we definitely needed a bit more detailing on the clock tower, and I think that really made it look very nice. Here doing all the plants and such, like I said, so some ivy going up the tower. Yeah, looking really nice. Anyways, how are you all doing, by the way? I know it's been a week and a half since I uploaded a video. I do have to apologize for that. If you are following me on Twitter, you probably saw that I was sick, and I spent it all of my time in Minecraft. I couldn't really record because I was sick. I had see, you know, Miss COVID or however you call it. And I couldn't record because my computer is downstairs, my large gaming computer for recording. So I couldn't record because I was in quarantine upstairs. My husband was sleeping downstairs. And the only thing that I had available to me was my laptop upstairs. And that runs Minecraft. So I have been playing Minecraft for a week and a half. I have been building so many things. I've built an entire castle. I've built a villager trading hall. I have been busy. But I did really miss The Sims when I couldn't build. But luckily, yesterday, I could finally move downstairs again, and I immediately started working on this project again. I started this project last week, but I couldn't continue it because I was sick. So when I could play again yesterday, I went all out and I finished the entire build, and I was so happy that I did. So yeah, so sorry that I didn't upload for you sooner because I still have a Let's Build series running on the channel, which I sadly haven't uploaded anything for, but don't worry for the people who are waiting. Next week, I promise we will be continuing that. After this build, I still have one more build for this world ready. On the smallest lot, I think that is a 20 by 30, where we now have a starter home. I'm gonna convert that into another cottage kind of style to blend in with the howling cottage that I created for this world. And if you haven't seen that build, I will link that here up in the screen as well. I created a 2-bedroom. Yeah, it's a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom cottage for your sim family as well to live in on the empty lot in this world. And I wanted to do another cottage that complemented that lot on the starter lot. It's not a starter build. It's definitely more expensive. It's again a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom lot, but it's a very cute little cottage, and I think you all are gonna like it. And I will be uploading that build either Sunday or Monday. It all depends on how stuck I'm gonna get into my save file, because I've been dying to play with my sim family. I was playing with my sim family a little bit yesterday night, and I made another baby with my main sim family because I needed another protagonist for in this world that needed to be a werewolf, because I wanted to play around with the fated mates and such, and I had an entire storyline in my mind. But yesterday, I think it's because I had my mods still in my game, but the father died from laughter, and I was so horrified, and I didn't want him to die. And I have my UI cheat on, so I saw the little icon pop up that he was gonna die, and with the cheat you can click away, you know, some of your icons and moodlets. So I clicked it away, but he still died, and he got stuck in the dying animation. So I needed to reset him, and he then completely disappeared out of my save file. So I needed to quit my game, not save. I literally lost 4 hours of gameplay yesterday, and I'm so mad about that. So this weekend I'm gonna replay all of that because I had a wedding, I had 2 birthday parties, I even did an entire revamp of my old farm that I had my rags to riches on, and it's all gone now, and I'm so sad, and I need to redo it all. If I don't redo it, it's not gonna work anymore. So yeah, I'm gonna redo that this weekend. So hopefully when I finish that, I have time to do a voiceover for another video, but it's definitely important that I replay that for my peace of mind. But yeah, I was so sad yesterday, and I'm gonna turn off my mods because it would have been easier to just let my sim die and then make him come back to life with ambrosia, because I have a sim with the maxed out skills to create ambrosia. I even have the flowers for it. So I was stupid. I was so stupid. I panicked. I used my mods and I shouldn't have. So, you know, a lesson for me, never do that. Never panic. Never click on stuff out of a panic reaction, because it's gonna fail, and it failed hard. But yeah, lesson learned, and now I need to replay it all tomorrow. So yeah, anyways, I think we're gonna hop into the interior in like a couple of seconds. I love how the exterior is turned out. I added in this white line here on the side. If you are wondering, Mona, what is that? I don't know if I wanted to say other worlds, but no, we all live in the same world, Mona. No, other countries have them, but here in Belgium and in Holland, we have a safety line right next to the track. So I decided to do a safety line on my perron, my platform here as well. I also added in the vending machines because I love the vending machines. They just look really nice. I do wish we had more vending machine options. We have now a hot food vending machine and a cold treat vending machine, and then all of the festival vending machines, and then a, what is it, a bubbly vending machine. I don't know. You can have like little presents that you can get out of the vending machine. I did place that one inside, but I wish we had like more options. Like maybe a toasty vending machine, a grilled cheese vending machine. We have one here where I live in Belgium, or maybe a bread vending machine. We have like loads and loads of bread vending machines here in Belgium. And when I first moved here, I was so mesmerized by all the vending machines with loaves of bread in them, because in Holland we didn't have that at the time. I don't know if they have it now, but when I lived in Holland 18 years ago, we didn't have vending machines with bread in them. So when I first moved here to Belgium, it was just so weird and so, I don't know, so fun to buy my bread out of a vending machine. But it's very convenient, because sometimes we run out of bread and then all the stores are closed or the bakers are closed. So then we just go to the vending machine and pull out the bread. And also with COVID, it was very handy as well, because all of the shops were closed. Or not the shops, but the bakers weren't closed, but they were just really busy. There were long lines outside because everyone was like panic buying. And then the vending machines were really handy, because you could just go up the vending machine, pull out the bread. There were no lines because there are like so many vending machines throughout this entire city where I live. And it was so convenient. So we always had bread. And yes, we ate a lot of bread with choco and such, because that's all we had. But yeah, it was convenient. So a bread vending machine would have been really nice. Anyways, we are now in the interior of the train station, and this area does need a little bit of explaining. So this little booth that I created with the stairs going up, this is the ticket booth. This is the booth where you would buy your ticket to go on the train. And I just thought it was fun to raise it on a platform. And the window that I'm using, I know it's a closed window, but it really looked like a window that could open and close. It has this little like shelf at the front where I placed all these items on, and it just worked in my mind basically as a little ticket booth. So yeah, that is what I did. I added in a very, very worn and torn down desk. I'm also gonna add a cash register, but you will see that later at the very end in the house tour, because I did that off camera. So yes, by the way, there is a house tour or a train station tour at the end of the video. If you like to see that, you know, keep watching. But yeah, I do add in like a little cash register because I don't know, it didn't feel like a ticket booth, but with the cash register, it definitely links my mind more like, oh, if there's a cash register, it must be a ticket booth or something like that. But yeah, I think it looks really nice. I went with the Batu weathered computer chair, and I actually did test out this little booth, and everything is accessible. So your sim can walk up the stairs that are, you know, situated here on the side. They can walk up the stairs, they can use the desk, and I even saw someone using the desk when I was playtesting this library, and they were sitting there and reading a book, which I loved. I loved that it's an actual functional little area for your sim to use. That was really fun. So here at the front, I do the bathrooms. So there will be 3 bathrooms here on the side in total, and this area at over here is actually the waiting room. So in larger train stations with like interiors, because we also have train stations here, which is just a station, no ticket booth, just a station. But with the train station that have a actual, like, you know, station and ticket booth in them, there usually are waiting rooms inside, and I really had fun creating this area. It just looks really nice. I also add in a easel later on the platform, so this is a functional space where your sim would paint, maybe even sit. So I love the idea that sims will be using this room. It's not only decorational, there's actually an item in there which your sims could use for skill building, which I really love. And yeah, I just love it. It looks really nice. So I do add in lots of plants throughout this build again, because I just love adding plants through my builds. And the idea behind that is, you know, the Sims from, I don't know which wolf pack, but there is a wolf pack that is very into like earth and flowers and, you know, gardening and such. And in my mind, the person that refurbished this factory is a part of that collective. So that's why there are lots of plants and flowers everywhere, because that is what they were into and that is what they were vibing with at the point that they were doing the refurbishment, the interior of this build. So yeah, that's why there are lots of flowers and plants everywhere, and I think that looks really nice. So here doing a lot of platform up to the other what is it called again? The other exit door over here. We're gonna do some vending machines in there. Here I added another bathroom, but only showers. So there are showers on this lot, and there are also toilets. They are separated, which I think is really fine or really nice, because then you won't have Sims that are gonna walk into each other. In this area over here, we're gonna have the actual library area. I added in a fireplace there on the side that came with the Eco Lifestyle pack. It's just a very nice looking fireplace that feels like they could add it in later on. And I went with like a sunken area where your Sims can sit, read a book, relax, which I think is really, really nice. And I went with a concrete flooring over here. And then I'm adding in, of course, that very worn and torn rug. I'm definitely focusing on the werewolf items for this build, but I am complementing them with different packs. And I did count my packs, and I'm using one pack more than the factory pack. So yeah, I actually am very proud of myself. So I used 17 packs in total, which is not as much as I usually do. And me and my daughter were counting all the packs yesterday because I was installing The Sims on her computer. She wanted to play again. And I don't know if we counted correctly because it was a really weird number, but we have gotten till 51 packs, kits included. Did I count that correct? Let me know in the comments down below, because 51 packs seems excessive to me. And like, is the game now €1,000 if you want to own all the packs? That's like insane. I don't know if I could have ever afforded that many packs if I wasn't in the Game Changers program or the Creators Network program. I would have probably, I would have probably bought the packs. To be honest, thinking about it, I would have probably bought the pack and maybe would have bought less makeup because I do buy a lot of makeup. So I would have probably lessened the makeup and upped the pack the pack spending. But it is a lot of money, and 51 is insane. And we're getting another expansion pack like next month, the end of next month, the 28th of July, we're getting high school years, which I'm really excited about. I actually, at first, when they kind of hinted and leaked the pack, no, it was leaked. The pack was leaked. The Sims community found like this survey and they leaked it on Twitter that there was gonna come a high school pack. And when I heard that there was gonna be a high school pack, I actually didn't want it. I was like, no, we already have university. I don't need a high school pack. My Sims are fine with school. It's good. But then I saw the trailer yesterday and oh my gosh, the trailer. I loved it. It was a long trailer. The trailer was so long, which I loved. But there's so much in this pack. There was proms, there was cheerleading, there was football, there was an entire school, which you could customize if I have that. I think you can even bulldoze it, but I'm not 100% sure. I did ask it on Twitter, but I didn't get a concrete response to that, so I don't know for sure. But you know, nonetheless, you can customizing the walls was something that they definitely did confirm. So you can do that, and there were there was detention. I saw you can go to class. There was like so much more, but there was just so much in that pack that I was like, yes, I want it. I'm happy. Give it to me. And at first, when I heard it, I was like, no, I don't want it. So there was definitely a turnaround for me when I saw the trailer. I don't know about you guys. Let me know. Let me know in the comments. What are your thoughts about the upcoming game of expansion pack? It's an expansion pack, you all. I'm so excited. I'm kind of bummed that it's not fairies, but you know, I know fairies, if we're gonna get fairies in The Sims 4, I actually am highly doubting it because werewolves and vampires, I feel, are way more popular. But if fairies are gonna come, it's gonna be a game pack. So, you know, and they did say that there was gonna come an expansion pack, then a stuff pack, and then a game pack again. I'm not sure. But yeah, so yeah, it makes sense that fairies isn't a expansion pack, and that that high school is an expansion pack. It does definitely make sense. There is gonna be a new world, different lots. Miss Griffey build a few of the lots, which I'm really excited about, and also the Freezer Bunny build a few lots, which I'm also excited about because he really does amazing lots. He has gorgeous builds, so I'm very excited to see what they did. I'm probably gonna build all of them and build my own, but still I'm excited to see what they did because they're so talented. And you know, they set the bar high for us other builders, which is really nice because that gives us more drive to do better. So I love that. I love that they're including other people in the process of creating the builds. Oh yes, that's right, we're in the tower. So I forgot that we had towers, but now I was like, okay, we have towers. Let's do something fun with it. And I decided to add in this closet from Get Together. And as you all know, if you have Get Together, that is the woohoo closet. And why not have a secret area in the tower where your Sims can woohoo? I thought it was a little fun idea. I tested it out with my Sims. It is functional. I had Caleb, the vampire, woohoo my werewolf Sim. And you know what? They liked it. They had fun. So it's all accessible. There's another story in that tower where we are gonna have more skill building items. And then here in the front entryway, I didn't really know what to do there. I didn't want to make that a skill building room because it's the entryway. This is where your Sims are gonna walk in. So I decided to do another library section. So we have two library sections, one at the back where we have the sunken area, and then one here at the front where we have just a normal entryway and library area. So there are two areas where your Sims can sit and read, and they can also sit and read in the reading room. I mean, there's lots and lots of space. So yeah, I made a little seating area here in the front, and I think it looks really nice. Yeah, I think we're done. So oh no, we're gonna furnish this little section over here with some vending machines, and then we're gonna hop into our house tour in a couple of seconds. So I do change a few things and mix a few things which you will see in the house tour in a few seconds. But yeah, that's basically it for the speed build, and we're gonna hop into the house tour next. Okay guys, we are now in the house tour portion of the video. This is the train station lot here in the main neighborhood on a 30 by 40 size lot. The bar is still here on the right side for now, but yeah, here we have our library train station. So this is how the front of the house or train station is looking. I love the little clock tower over here. It looks really nice with all the detailing in it. Then here in the front we have our entryway. When you go to the side of the lot over here, we have our two trains, which is really nice. As you can see, I added in all of the flowers and plants, and there are even logs on the train track to make it feel very overgrown. And then here on this side, I also added in a little bench where your Sim can sit. So if you're doing like a rags to riches, your Sim can sleep on this bench outside. I know James Turner has like a rule that the Sim can't sleep inside or something. So, you know, this is still outside. So technically your Sim can sleep there. So this is one of the entryways. And what is really nice is your Sim will either use this entryway, or the one on their side. They haven't really have a one in particular. They use all of them, which I really love. So here on the side we have some old newspaper stands, lots of clutter over here, which I think is really nice. And then when you walk here, we have a very nice staircase leading up to the main entryway. So this is where you enter the building, and then here you can actually walk down again. We have the train station platform, which I also love. So I have a dumpster over here with all the like garbage on the ground. I love that. And then when you go up the stairs here, we have our vending machines. This is the train station. The trains are a little bit pixelated. That is just the quality that we've gotten these items, because they are live edit items. They aren't actual real gameplay items, so the quality is a little bit low, which is a little bit of a shame, but it's fine. Then here we have 2 benches where your Sims can sit. When the weather is nice, they can sit here and wait for the train, which I really love. I mean, this used to be a very nice area to sit. Here on this side, we have a little bit of clutter, some empty pallets. And then this is another entryway into our main building. But we're gonna walk back because I want to walk inside of the building through the main entryway. I think that is gonna be really fun. So as you can see, the Howling Cottage is over there, which is really fun. I think it looks really nice, fits in with the world. So yeah, let's go inside here. It's a very modern looking dude. And let's walk inside the building. So let's zoom out a little bit so that we can see better. So here on this side, we have a little bit of a seating area where your Sims can sit. We have the bookcases over here. Here we have our waiting room. Excuse me, ma'am or sir, I don't know. Just need to walk around you. So this is the waiting room, and I mean, look at this. This is so nice. I love how this is looking. So we have our little seats over here. There are like lots of cracks on the floor, and then when you walk up here, your Sim could buy a ticket, back in the day when the train station was still functioning. Here I added in the easel. So this is a usable space where Sims would actually stand and do paintings, which I love. And then going back down here, we have our little staircase that we can use to enter the office, or what is it? The booth, the little ticket booth. So this is where your Sim could sit. Here is the cash register. Maybe when everything was still functioning, the cash register was here. Maybe there were counters instead of, a desk. But as you know, this is abandoned, so a lot of stuff has gotten taken and such. So, now there's like an old desk that they placed there. There is a fire extinguisher over here. If there's a fire, your Sim can extinguish it, which is really nice. And then here we have 3 bathroom. So we have a bathroom over here. This is a more bigger bathroom. Maybe in real life this would be like the disabled bathroom over here. It's a little bit bigger. And then here we have another bathroom, but this bathroom is actually divided in 2. So we have a sink over here, and then a stall here, and then a toilet stall over here. Oh my gosh, the exit. Couldn't find the exit, but yeah, that is the bathroom. So walking through the little waiting room, I mean, look at this. This is so cool. But yeah, walking through the waiting room, we go into the main area where we have our library section. So we have computers over here for the Sims that need to use the computer. I changed this setup over here. At first I had 1 table with 2 chairs, but it wasn't that functional, so I decided to rotate them to this wall over here, add 2 tables and 2 chairs, and now the Sims can actually sit and use this area for reading or doing homework. I have seen children sitting there doing their homework, which is really nice. Here we have, the tall walls with natural lights flowing through. Here you can see it as well. I opened up this section as well so that we have some light from the large windows. And then here we have our main reading area. There's a fireplace over there, and yeah, this is really fun. This is my sim with her boyfriend Caleb Valtori. I love that. And then over here we have our, oh, that is a mistake. That will not be floating there when I upload this to the gallery. So sorry, but sometimes mistakes happen. But yeah, here we have our vending machines, which is really nice. And then this goes into the outside again. So yeah, this is the main downstairs area. So let's go up here, up the stairs again. Let me show you the other bathroom with the showers. Oops, let's go up around this pole into the bathroom. And then here we have a double sink double sink situation. Some towels on the wall with a bin. Here we have one shower, and then here we have another shower. So your Sims can shower here, which I think is a plus, because I hate it when Sims get stinky and, you know, they are like not in the mood to do stuff. So you can definitely shower here. So this is the second story where we have our gym equipment. I also added in the, what are these again? Chess tables. Oh my gosh, Mona, some chess tables over here. I think it looks really grungy and fun. I mean, let me zoom out a little bit more. So yeah, I love the feeling of this area over here. It looks really nice. You can stand here and, you know, look down. And here you can look down as well, which is really nice. So yeah, that is the main area upstairs for your Sims to work out and do some chess playing. And then this is the werewolves only door. So when you go through this door, there's this really little comfy sleeping arrangement. We have two bunk beds over here, a chair where your Sim can sit. There's even a desk if you need to have some privacy, if you're like reading a book and you need some privacy, or maybe you want to do some homework in peace or study. You can do it all here on this desk, which I think is really nice. So this is only for the werewolves that are living in this world. So yeah, that is all of the areas here. Let me hop back downstairs. So I'm gonna show you the towers next. Okay guys, we are now back at the front of the building, and then here let's enter the building again, and I'm gonna show you the towers. And I really like the towers. They're just a little bit of fun. So here, going up the ladder, we enter the first layer of the tower. We have a comfy sofa over here, and then the woohoo closet right here, which I love. I love the idea that we can woo on this lot. Many babies will be made here in the library. And then here we have another ladder. Let's go up. And then this is a 2-story height room, and I added in the computer robot thingy machine, and this is actually functional. Sims actually use it, which is really nice. And I also added in the telescope here for watching the moon, which I think is also a little fun thing to do. So yeah, that is all the areas of this lot. Let me pan around so that you can see everything that I did. So this is the side of the building with all the landscaping. This is the front section over here. Here we have the side of the building, the train with all the rubbish. And then here as well, all the plants and such that I added in. Then here we have the back of the building, and I think the back of the building, oops, I'm going through another building. The back of the building looks really nice. I love the landscaping here. It's a little bit of landscaping, but it looks really fun. And then here, this is the side of the building. Again, as you can see, I added in a little bit of graffiti here on the side. And there are some cracks and such on the exterior as well. So yeah, that's it. Let's do an aerial view. first tower, second tower, second story, and ground floor. So that's it, you all. I showed you everything that I needed to show you all from the factory. I'm hoping that you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like, very important that you do. And if you are wanting to see more of me, more of the channel, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you would never miss a video of mine. So that's it, you all. I'm hoping that you'll have an awesome weekend wherever you are, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.